Hey guys, this is James Wilson with MTB Strength Training Systems and BikeJames.com, and today I want to go over a new training tool that I've been using and really like, the Val Slide. The Val Slide is named after the lady who invented them, Valerie Waters. Valerie is a very good trainer, but she caters more towards your physique people, the people that just want to look good, aren't necessarily interested in performance. More of like the Hollywood crowd. She's really well known as one of the top trainers in Hollywood and stuff like that. So to be totally honest with you, I was a little resistant to these things when I first saw them. They looked a little gimmicky to me. They looked like something that she was basically using to try to keep these people entertained and stuff like that. And so didn't really pay much attention to them. But in a recent trip to Mike Boyle's facility, he actually uses them in place of the slide board for some exercises. And so when I came back, my wife ordered up a couple and we decided to experiment with them a little bit. And in doing so, I found out that there are actually some really good uses for this exercise, or for this tool. So basically the Val Slides, if you haven't seen them before, they are basically a giant furniture mover. If you've seen those furniture mover pads that you can put underneath the legs of a table or underneath the legs of a couch or whatever, and it'll let you slide them real easily across the carpet. That's basically what these things are here. They're just bigger and made more for your feet than a regular furniture mover. But the idea is that they let you do like a furniture mover. They let you slide easily across carpeted surfaces. So one of my favorite exercises that I have found with this tool right here is a reverse lunge. And so for the reverse lunge, you see you stand on the Val Slide. And a little secret, whenever you're doing leg exercises on these things, is not to stand on it just right dead in the middle. You want to try to get your midfoot more in the middle because that's where you're going to be pivoting around. And so what you do with the reverse lunge with the Val Slide is just slide your leg back until your knee touches, and then slide your leg back up. So nice and simple, stepping back and sliding back up. Of course, you can add load, holding a dumbbell or a kettlebell or something like that. But I've actually found this exercise to be extremely useful for people that have knee pain. And I'm not exactly sure why, but I think what's happening is that with most lunges or lower body exercises, like say we're just doing a regular split squat, I find most people's initial reaction is always to move forward, is to fall forward. Even when they're doing reverse lunges, their very first move is to kind of fall forward and then step back. And that forward movement, that shifting of your weight from your heel onto your forefoot, shifts the stress from the hips to the knees. And so what I found with this exercise here is that because there is absolutely no forward component to it when you're coming down, your very first motion is sliding the foot back, that it forces people to break that habit of falling forward first and actually stay upright and slide the foot back. And it keeps their knee in a much better position over their foot. Like I said, with a regular reverse lunge, I see people doing this, and you can see how my knee is actually past my toe when I do that. And I have tried all sorts of different exercises to try to fix that. And as soon as I started having people mess around with this thing, it cleaned it up right away. And so it forces you to not move forward, to come straight down, and then when you come up, you're sliding the foot back up, and again, that forces you to use the hips in order to bring yourself upright. So it basically makes you come down in the right position and then come back up using the right muscles. And so, if I have somebody that has trouble doing these, then giving them a stick to hang on to help stabilize themselves is fine. But again, it's one of those exercises that once I did it a couple times, just the light went off and I was like, man, this is a really good tool. So I want to let you guys know about it as well. It really forces you to stay in an upright position and use the hips to bring yourself back upright instead of just using the quads. So some other good exercises that you can do with these guys, the Val Slide mountain climbers. Mountain climbers on these guys, where you get yourself set in like a high plank position with your feet on the Val Slides, and then you're going to raise one knee, pull it into your chest, and just alternate, pulling your knees up, sliding the feet back and forth. Again, there's just something about this exercise that makes it a little bit tougher than your regular mountain climbers, which are like this. So again, I think that little hop allows you to actually take a little bit of stress off the core for a second. Because again, we've had people that are really strong with regular mountain climbers just get absolutely crushed using these things for mountain climbers. Another good exercise that I like with these is what's called the body saw. And with the body saw, you get down in a plank position with your elbows on the Val Slides, and then you just extend your elbows out, and then pull the elbows back under. Extend them out, and pull them back under. So it's kind of like a rollout meets a plank, and really good core training effect with that. So those are three of the main exercises that we've been using. There are some other ones that you can do. You can do like a Val Slide reverse lunge, where you're sliding the leg out to the side, and some things like that. So, to be honest with you, there's not like a ton of exercises. It's not like a jungle gym or a TRX where there's just a huge laundry list of exercises that you can use with these, but they got a couple things going for them. They're inexpensive. You can find them at Perform Better. To be honest with you, off the top of my head, I can't remember what they cost, but I know it's less than like 30, 40 bucks for these guys. And then the other thing is, see, like they take up no space at all. So they make a really good travel workout option, something you can throw in your bag when you're traveling, and just have a couple more exercises to choose from. If you're working with just body weight, you can get limited pretty quickly. So this will allow you to add in a couple other really valuable exercises and stuff like that to your routine. So that's basically it. The Val Slides are definitely worth checking out if you're wanting to add something new to your routine and spice up some exercises that you may be familiar with. But this just gives a little extra twist to it right there. So anyways, this has been James Wilson with MTB Strength Training Systems. You can check me out on the web at bikejames.com. Hope you guys have enjoyed this tip, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one.